You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming, a sub man on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Interea. So y'all, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos, one of which is already up right now, y'all. Anyway, excuse me, let's go ahead and jump right back into it. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alrighty, yeah, look at that. Oh. I don't want to say that you're hiding something from me, but you looked a bit upset just now. Is it Neferu? That also catches me by surprise. Oh, no, I mean, I thought about asking to invite him, but I didn't think either of you would care for it. Alright. Seeing Amicus's tense demeanor returning, I decided to just tell him. Okay, so seeing you so relaxed and happy made me happy, but also kind of sad because you don't look that way very often anymore. Ah, is that all? Don't worry about me, Kyllian. It's all part of the job. All things must come to an end, and that includes puphood. I'm happy to indulge in it once in a while, though. Are there any natural springs near at Astra City? No, at least none worth your time, anyway. Amicus runs his paw through his fur. I can already feel it nourishing my fur. I'm sure it's the same for you as well. I reach up and feel my hair, and it does feel softer, as if I just shampooed and conditioned it. Huh. Like I said, it has healing properties, and, well, some say it has an effect on libido as well. I raise an eyebrow at Amicus. Uh-huh. Oh! Indeed. I notice a dark length beginning to rise between Amicus's legs. I try not to smile at how quickly he's worked himself up. We weren't able to make love last night, after all. Do you know what would really relax me? I frowned, still playing along. Amicus, if you're gonna say sex, that's not a true statement at all. After the fact, I mean. Well, I know rubbing that body of yours tends to get you relaxed. Maybe I can start with that. I didn't get to really give it to you last night. That immediately seems to get the wolf going. Well, I don't want this to be one-sided. It's not. I love rubbing down your body. And why's that? I can tell I'm pushing my wolf's button, so I push further. Because I like to feel your big, strong body and imagine what you're about to do to me with it. Well, why don't you come over here and show me how you like to feel me? Amicus leans back further, exposing his torso to me. Despite not having been in the mood just minutes ago, I definitely am now, and I slowly start to pull myself away from my end of the spring. I wonder how long you'll be able to restrain yourself this time. Let's find out. Good morning! We both jump, and Amicus immediately covers up his now very prominent wolf cock poking out of the water. Oh my god. I quickly leaned back against the ledge, trying to make things look casual, though Amicus's reaction ruined any chance for that. Even I'm a little bit surprised by how violently he covered himself up. I suppose we don't know much about this Magus guy, to be fair. Amicus tries to keep his heaving breaths under control as Magus lowers himself into the smaller pool next to ours. Good morning to you as well, Kyllian. Sorry if I startled you. I was just soaking in the spring further up the trail. Either he didn't notice anything unusual or he's pretending. I feel like it must be the latter. Oh, no, just a little surprised is all. Yes, we were told the springs would be private for the day. I want to tell Amicus to be a little more polite, considering this man is one of the triumvirs of Lux, and he'll be traveling with us for the rest of the mission. I also understand why Amicus is as agitated as he is. Interrupted in the middle of a very private moment by the man who humiliated him yesterday. Of course, I'll be taking my leave soon enough. I just wanted to make sure that the accommodations are to your liking, King. Are to your liking. He indicates the buckets, towels, and drinks. That, and I thought I might take the opportunity to get to know the head of the delegation and his companion a bit better. Amicus takes a deep breath, possibly to make it more clear to the other wolf that he's not interested in doing that at the moment. I finally speak up to hopefully distract Magus from Amicus's rudeness. Yeah, it's great. Thank you, Magus. Of course, Kyllian. I was unaware of your favorite drink, so I settled on Verdi, since I understand not everyone enjoys their alcohol. That's perfect, actually. Thanks again. Yes, the drinks are fantastic. It was good to speak to you today, Magus, but my companion and I were discussing some private matters. Oh, of course. I'll be on my way, but I did want to ask. Are you quite all right after our bout yesterday? I know you assured us of your wellness, but after reflecting on it overnight, I wanted to make sure. Amicus stares straight ahead into the distance, as if not acknowledging that Magus is touching him will allow him to pretend it's not happening. 1 second, y'all. Water time. As I said yesterday, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you. Yes, well, I ask again due to the fact that I understand the issue of optics when it comes to being a high-ranked official, especially while you're in Lux. It seems to finally break Amicus's dwindling patience. You forget yourself, Magus. The position of Triumvirate is quite different from that of Emperor. I say what I mean. I feel a sinking feeling in my chest as Amicus drops all attempts at appearing proper. I completely understand Amicus's frustration right now, but Magus's sincere tone is, as far as I can tell, completely genuine. I realize that I need to alleviate the situation somehow. Amicus, you are forgetting yourself. I adopt a more chiding tone, wanting to keep the feel of the situation more lighthearted. Please excuse our Emperor. We were up very late last night. I feel that's the best explanation I can make up. It's a childish one, but that's the point. While I am Amicus's companion, and far more than that, I still need to take care to not forget myself. I need to keep Amicus looking good, even while criticizing him. And I can do that by making myself seem frivolous, stupid even. Mainly, I just need to give Magus an excuse to be distracted from Amicus's slip in professionalism. I feel like I did a mostly good job, considering Amicus just continues to stare out at a place somewhere to my left and over my head. Ah, I see. I do apologize for imposing myself upon you. I shouldn't have taken advantage of the situation in such a way. Again, his sincerity is striking, and that's unusual. Maybe that's why Amicus is so cold. He doesn't fully trust this wolf. You didn't take advantage of the situation. It's just an inconvenient time, unfortunately. I glanced at Amicus before continuing. Why don't we meet later for lunch or dinner? There's a pause, as if we're both waiting for a confirmation from Amicus. How about dinner? Seeming to decide that my word is good enough, the Triumvirate agrees. I would be honored. No. Magus rises out of his spring, splashing water off of his fur. Usually when a furred creature gets wet, their overall stature becomes less impressive. Cassius and Alex come to mind. But for Amicus and for Magus, it turns out the opposite is true. Man, I can see why his kicks have been so powerful. Amicus glances at him, then at me, so I swiftly avert my gaze. That fucking look on his face. I don't want to give Amicus any more reason to feel inadequate, even if it's not a good reason. I'll meet you at your villa, if that's alright. 13th hour? 13th, yeah. When there's no input from Amicus, I agree. That sounds good. Alright, I will see you then. Have a nice soak, Your Highness. With that, Magus disappears around the trail. I assume to where his own towel is stashed. It's silent for a few moments, then I sigh. Amicus, that was terrible! I know. He's grumpy now, so I know we aren't going to pick up where we left off. Well, at least you can try to salvage something for dinner. Something over dinner. Yeah. It's quiet for a bit, then Amicus huffs. Thank you, Kyllian. I was not handling that well. Happens to the best of us, but I think you should at least give the guy a chance. Maybe. I just need more time after yesterday. Of course. Well, the mood is ruined. I tell myself that it could have been worse. He's gonna fiddle with your old penis. When we return to the villa, I can immediately tell that something's wrong. Bjarni is there, looking more upset than I've ever seen him. It's not saying much, but considering he almost always defaults to a professional, cheerful demeanor, it's obvious that something is very wrong. I think I have a good idea what it might be, and as soon as Bjarni starts talking, I'm proved right. Your Highness, it seems that the situation in the city has become tense after the issue with the Kyllians. Of course it has. There are rumors that a concerted protest is being planned around the 12th hour. What is the actual issue? Do they simply want the Kyllians gone, or... The issue has become broader since then. Well, the initial complaint centered around the Kyllians supposedly turning their noses up at Luxian culture. Of course. Now it is more about why you, the Emperor, would bring them along. Of course. It's quiet for a moment. It's like, no. Water time. It's quiet for a moment. Is there something we can do to appease them? Bjarni looks over at me, then sighs as he puts away his portal. It's difficult to say. Once Luxians set their minds on something, especially something that makes them upset, it's hard to dissuade them. What if Neferu or Brunus apologize? Not that they should apologize for anything, but maybe that'll be enough to calm the people. No, that will only make them more upset. Kyllians come off as condescending whenever they're apologizing. I know that's likely only due to the wolves' inferiority complex, but I don't say it out loud, of course. Are Neferu and Brunus here? I look around and notice that the door to the spare bedroom is still closed. Yes, though Brunus wanted a private moment with Neferu. look at the closed door, feeling incredibly sorry for the jackal at the moment. I wonder if Nephro will even be up for the trip to Lupus tomorrow. That will be even more difficult for the two of us, though, in a different way. I regret to say it, but it might be best to simply leave within a few hours. My heart sinks into my stomach at hearing that. Amicus seems to have the same feeling. No, I cannot leave this city worse than it was when I arrived. It will mean absolute failure on Ad Astra's part. I must make a speech or something. But I agree, but I'm not sure what else can be done. The longer we stay, the more time the city has to fester in its anger. But I must. Based on my teachings, I know that more than a few emperors have lost their lives in this city. Well, the last time was at least a few thousand years ago. The city hasn't changed all that much since, and I feel a great deal of worry for my wolf. He's right, Amicus. If this city can get as bad as you say, it would be too dangerous for you to try and calm them. I also worry that his skill in rhetoric isn't good enough for this situation. He's good, but not as good as... Amicus! What the hell? I'm absent for less than a single day, and the city is ready for a riot. He barged in without any of us hearing it. Cass, now is not the time. Now is the time. Amicus, Lux will tear itself apart over this. What, over perceived insults from the Kyllians that likely didn't happen in the first place? No, Amicus, over rumors. What actually happened doesn't matter. What does matter is that now they are saying Nephru spat on the food offered to him. Gods. Amicus takes a deep breath. Well, I suppose I should prepare myself to give some sort of speech. Are you serious, Amicus? Of course. You idiot. Shut the hell up, Cass. You don't understand. I understand far more about this city than you ever will. Cassius' screeching voice reverberates around the villa in the most grating way possible, and see Amicus lower his ears in response. And now Cassius takes a deep breath. They will kill you if you set foot in the amphitheater alone. There are drones there that will protect him. Bjarni chimes in from the sidelines in his usual cheerful way. Oh yes, that will lead to such a rebellion that the city will once again declare itself an independent city-state. Good luck trying to repair at any point. Good luck trying to repair that at any point during your rule, Amicus. Amicus finally seems to relent. Alright, then do you have anything to propose yourself, Cassius? Cassius goes quiet for a few moments, seeming to gather his thoughts. I can tell what he says next takes a good deal of effort on his part. And he sags a bit. I suppose you could say that my performance yesterday was not adequate. He pauses, as if waiting for Amicus to say something, though the other wolf remains quiet. Therefore, you might say that at least a small part of this is my fault. Another pause, but Amicus just waits. A very small part, but a part nonetheless. Therefore, I shall give another speech. Finally, Amicus shows some surprise at what Cassius just said. Second, y'all. Water time. And the people shall be allowed to actually attend the speech. None of this curfew nonsense. This is part of the reason why they are so upset. Are you sure? I don't think I could let you... Oh, stop it, Amicus. I know what I'm doing. Do you? I've given speeches in Lux at least half a dozen times, so yes, I do. Amicus eyes Cassius carefully, as if unsure of the other wolf's intentions. Keep in mind that if I want this mission to succeed anywhere, it is here in Lux. I would not be able to bring myself to leave this city the way it is now. I would at least like to have a little hope for the future. Oh, excuse me, as that is all we can offer them at the moment. Maybe we could mention that infrastructure project we were talking about last night, Amicus? Possibly. It might be a bit early for that, though. What are you on about? Well, we discussed tentative plans to better connect Lux to Ad Astra City, possibly by use of Kyllian tech, but I don't think... Cassius seems to be thinking deeply, much to my surprise. Actually, that does give me an idea. Where's the jackal? Here in the villa. Why? Summon him. I have an idea, but it involves bringing him and you along. Cassius looks directly at me. Alrighty. What? To be continued. I thought this was finished. Oh, I thought this was finished. Okay. I guess not. Oh, it's on version 0.4. Okay. Alright. Be continued. Alright, 0.4. Alright, so there's more coming. Huh. Alright. Well, y'all, I guess we're going to be jumping into, Kimia. That should be interesting, but yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. I just, man, I'm just wondering, if I should jump into Kimmy right away, or should I give this a little while? What do y'all think? Just let me know in the comments, but, man, I really love this. I really love this intro, this little intro animation. It's awesome. Definitely sets the mood, as does the music. Very calm, introspective, maybe even a little sad. Like Amicus is there. Is he looking off into the distance, or is he looking off into space itself? Perhaps thinking about Kyllian and his mission on Earth. Or perhaps their future together, and how they fit into this grand plan of the parents. Can the parents even be trusted? It's often folly of mortals to try and decipher the plans of gods. After all, our minds are quite simple compared to something that can think beyond us on a scale we cannot even comprehend. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.